The sponge may not be what you think of when it comes to Minecraft history, but it is one of the most noteworthy historical blocks in Minecraft. Sponges were added to the game way back in 2009 in Minecraft Classic. They were suggested by a user by the name of Sirion in the TIG forums on May 24th, 2009. Weeks later, on June 19th, 2009, Notch added the sponges to the game in version 0.019a, which unfortunately is not available to play to this day. In this version, sponges apparently decayed like leaves. This was changed in 0.019a_02. However, the sponge would long be forgotten as Notch decided to start working on Infinite World Gen, aka InfDev, and this brought a reworking to the water mechanics and lava mechanics, rendering sponges useless, making them do nothing. Only later, when Beta 1.8 was released, did the sponge reoccur, and that was just only to be placed in the creative menu. However, the sponge was obtainable in a multitude of ways. In the first two versions of InDev, the player was able to access the block menu, allowing for selection of sponge. In InDev versions 2010-0124 to 2010-0128, debug chests generated in a newly created worlds, allowing survival players for the first time to get sponges in either stacks of 99 or 100. Then, later in Beta 1.6 Test Build 3, every world would generate with 11 chests containing almost every item in the game at the time, and this included sponge. This would, however, be in a stack of 64. After the game's release, sponges still were not part of survival play. However, using an exploit in Minecraft 11W49A, a 1.1 snapshot, you could press B, toggling the game mode of the player between creative and survival. This allowed for you to gather the sponge from the creative inventory and then swap back to survival. Then in 14W25A, a 1.8 snapshot, wet sponges were added, making them intentionally available to survival players. Cooking the wet sponges in a furnace would allow you to get the original sponge, and with the re-added functionality, sponges once again were useful. More recently, the sponge has undergone a few more changes. Notably, the wet variant can now be dried in the nether as of 1.15, and in 1.16 the hoe was given functionality to mine sponges. Yet with all of the sponge's history and its useful functionality, there's still no way to farm the sponge. Let me know in the comments, would renewable sponge be a good idea for Mojang? Anyways guys, that will be it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you think this style of video is cool and I should do more. And if you haven't already, go ahead and maybe click like or subscribe, or don't click either. It's up to you. Anyways, bye bye.